everybody, welcome to Spiritual Journey. My name is Jenny and I am so glad you could be here today. I appreciate all the support and the subscriptions and the likes. It gives me more freedom to put more content out there, and focus more time on it when I have the support. So I'm always up for that. I want to, my purpose here is to raise the vibration of the planet as well as each individual to be their higher best self, to give them some clarity, some healing, some guidance, whatever it is that you need. And each one of us, it's very important to add to that planet. So if you don't think you're important, one little ripple there is very important. You don't know how many people you affect and things like that. So that is my goal. So today what we're going to do is we're going to get into the wild unknown parts of ourself, down to our psyche, down to our subconscious, down to our soul. You might be aware of this or you might not. And down to your soul, you are aware of it. But your human body, your ego, you might not be aware of it. But some of these issues might keep triggering throughout your life. So we're going to see where it's at now. And then what we're going to do is get a archetype card for each sign and see where what the sign is at now, what might be the issue or what might be the core problem or situation. Then we are going to clarify with the wild unknown tarot, and then to top it off we're going to get a wild unknown animal spirit card for each sign. Okay, please know that the timestamps will be either in the description or the comments, probably the description, because I can put it out before I post the video. And I have to get the video uploaded, which takes some time, and then add them in. So I probably will put it in the description. Again, I want to thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into the message, shall we? Okay. So Aries, I have to tell you, this card is I meditated on them and then pulled the cards. I asked, Spirit and Universe, what is coming up for this sign at this particular time? What needs to be acknowledged? And I have to tell you, I was a little taken aback, but I wasn't surprised what yours was. Your archetype is the warrior. So isn't that what Aries is? The pioneer, the warrior, right? So the warrior implies war as well. Those two go hand in hand, warrior and war, right? So the warrior is always like on guard, ready to fight injustices, but they have to have a deep sense of trust to have the eternal guidance to know when to wield that shield, right? So they could be also like on guard and ready to fight at all times. So that they're always looking out for injustices and things like that, like us Aries, right? So we need to have trust in that, like I said. So we do trust it, but then sometimes we overstep our bounds, or we forge ahead without thinking. And if we lose our center, warriors, if you lose your center, it can lead to meaningless confrontation. It could even lead to violence. And it could also, like, this is by default, your default response. It could lead to misguided confrontations. You might get into a confrontation that you really didn't mean it that way, but because of how we fire the gun and ask questions later, that's what happens. So it can create a lot of conflict. It can create conflict in our relationships, in our situations we're in, and it can definitely create conflict within ourselves, and it can have long-lasting effects and consequences even after the dust settles. And I'm sure all you Aries out there, if you're honest, you know that. Right? So this situation with this card is saying it's wise to pick your battles, to ask questions about the battle before you get into it. So it's like one of Aries' big issues can be patience, and we have to master that. We have to master that and really take a step back and say, is this really something that I want to fight or get into and cause all this conflict within myself? Because that's where, I notice when I've gotten older, I have, and it can be very hard because there's so many injustices out there in the world nowadays, right? And there's so many people in your face and taking advantage of people that, us being that pioneer and warrior, that's what we want to do. But it's time to stick back and really question, is this something that I really need to fight? You know, that's what we have to do. We have to question each battle at hand and choose wisely. All right. But the thing is, the warrior without a purpose is, like a true purpose, is lost, right? So that's where you got to get creative to figure out, like, what battle can you fight. Like, I would say, like, if there is something that you want to manifest or bring good to the world or be a service, that's the battle you need to choose. It has to be of high integrity and good. And of course, you still can stand up for people in situations and all that, but you have to choose which battle to get into. And sometimes we can even enable people by, like, being that protector and taking care of them and guiding them every direction, because people need to learn on their own way, right? So I would say to really, like, question what it is, if it's worth it, and figure out, like, what your mission and your purpose is and what you stand for, and even maybe write it down and keep that in the back of your mind every day, you know? So when this energy is dark, when you're in that dark shadow part of this warrior energy, it can be savagery, it can be threats, it can be abandoning your mission or your values. But then when it's light, it can be fierce clarity. It can be purposeful action, resolve, and resilience. So it can be a beautiful thing. You just got to be able to master that energy, okay, and use it in the right way. All right, Aries. So I love that, because Aries it's all about you, right? That warrior. Yeah. And to me, this almost looks like, you know, that higher self, and this is like that death and transformation here. So there's a time to transform this energy and use that warrior, that pioneer that you are so good at, Aries, but use it in a healthy, good way, okay? So let's go ahead and get a few tarot for you. All right, let's go tarot. What's our tarot message for Aries with this warrior energy? All right. What's the energy for this warrior energy? Where it might be affecting you at this time, we're going to go ahead and see. Okay, so this one wants to come out. Daughter of Wands. That's the Page of Wands. So see, this is that inspired energy, and it's passionate. So this is that inspired passion that you have, Aries, and you are a very passionate sign. And then we have the High Priestess, which I love. So see, this is using that passion, that inspired passion that you have, that fire within you that you have, but using it in a higher self way. You know, don't pick and nitpick and pick the little small battles that are like more ego-minded and petty and things like that. It's time to choose and pick your battles, because that's what's going to get you higher in that manifestation as well, okay? And then on the bottom, we have Temperance. Yeah, see, you got to balance that energy out, Aries. I love this message. I love it. So now we're going to have to I have to read the card for this, but we're going to have the book, I'm sorry, for the spirit animal. We're going to go ahead and see what spirit animal is coming up to help you with this situation. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, what spirit animal? These are stiff. I haven't used them that much. So let's see what spirit animal is coming up to help Aries through this balancing of this warrior energy. To use the light side of it instead of the dark, shadowy side. So let's go ahead and see. More the higher self side than the ego. So let's see. What animal is coming out? I might have to split the deck and pull one. Let's see. Which animal is helping Aries at this time, please? Universe and Spirit. Ooh, I love that. The panther. Look at that panther. And doesn't he look like a warrior, doesn't he? He's got his teeth hanging out, fangs ready to get you. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's how we can be. I know, Aries. I have an Aries sun and moon, so I know. All right. I've had people say that. Like, you know. Ooh. All right, so let's go ahead and see. This panther, if I can find it. This book is a little different. It doesn't have like an index to find it. I just got to like look at this little symbol at the top and find it. So let me see. Let's see the panther. Oh, okay, here we are. Panther. It's the fire. You got a lot of fire, Aries. A lot of passion. So let's see. You have fire all over this. So let's see what is coming up with this panther. All right. So this panther within you, this spirit animal helping you, is annihilation of the unnecessary purging. Annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. Yes, see? This unnecessary stuff that you don't need to fight battles for. You know, that's not necessary. It's only creating chaos for you and the people around you and the situations you're in. Okay? So it says the panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom of work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. So when it's in balance, it's brave and productive. And when out of balance, it's self-destructive. See? Yes, Aries. Yeah, see? To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. Wow. Yes, this is such a good, resonating, grounded, all-around message for you guys. So, all right, so I love that. So that is yours, Aries. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some benefit and some wisdom from it. So now we're going to move on to Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, your archetype right now, or to your core, is the shaman. Which is beautiful, right? The shaman. But here's the energy with the shaman. The shaman is activated by diligent and purposeful long-term study. So this is something that you've gained over a lifetime, but you know, I really feel like over lifetimes ago. So you could have been born with this energy. The shaman is aimed towards healing of self and others, and in the collective in general. So you have a lot of healing powers. But the thing is, you can bridge every day, like the earth, like where you're from, the earth, the grounded energy, with the higher realms. You're able to bridge that energy with others to be able to reach their higher self. But the thing is, you have, because you have a knack for finding doorways to the higher self. You do have that knack, and you feel, you know, grounded and peaceful, and people feel comfortable around you. But the thing is, you have the power there, but there's, wherever there is light, there is also shadow. And this is saying that you must be diligent on studying your own shadow. You have to dive deep, because there's some shadows there that might be holding you back. It might be keeping you like being judgmental. It might be keeping you, like I said, held back, stagnant, maybe not sharing that energy you want. And the universe and spirit wants you to be able to help heal others and bridge that gap so they can reach their higher self as well. So this is ultimately saying that we must go within and face those shadows. And what you do with those shadows is you share them with others. Because, you know, you can't always be perfect or show that perfect side of yourself, because people won't resonate with that, because everybody knows they have faults and insecurities and things like that. So if you're trying to appear like you're perfect and you have everything and you're abundant and nothing bothers you and you're grounded, and they don't see that side of you that has that shadow part, they're not going to resonate with you as much. So the universe and spirit wants you to go within, find those shadows, and use them to the advantage to help others reach that higher realm or higher self. So that's what this energy is all about, okay? So when it's dark, it's you could be over-promising things that you can't deliver. You could be blaming. You could also be hurting yourself and others, like self-sabotage as well. And then when it is light, it is a fearless student, or you can be a fearless practitioner. So that's the thing. So if you're still in that student stage, you can be fearless to go out and learn and experience and delve into those shadows of yourself, so you can pull that out and say, you know what, I've gained a lot of wisdom from this shadow that I've had, this trauma, this wound, this fear, whatever it was, and then you expand it out and share it with the world so you can relate to other people and help them heal. So I love that energy for you. So now we are going to go ahead and get a couple tarot cards for you to see how this is relating at the moment. And my chair went down. I feel like I'm a little kid sitting in a little chair. I'm the student now. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up. What's this energy with the shaman for Taurus? What is this energy about currently? Yeah, so a lot of you out there have a lot of healing ability, but you might not be using it to the advantage that you need to be, like for the purpose it needs to be used, you know? It's a gift that you have. All right, oops, all right, I did the animal card. So we'll keep that over there. We already got the animal card. So let's go ahead and get the tarot, and then we'll talk to you about this animal, your spirit animal. All right, let's see what the tarot is for you, Taurus. What's the tarot that's coming up with this shaman energy? How can we clarify this or get more guidance from this shaman energy for Taurus? Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you might be either too fearful to use it or think like nobody's going to be able to use it. But the universe and spirit are giving you a big shout out, Taurus. So whatever the shadow is, to get it within there and figure that out. All right. So you have the Nine of Wands. See, this is anxiety and worry. So you are having this anxiety and worry about maybe how you look about your traumas or your past or your shadows, and you don't want to share that with people, but this is what you need to do. This will be healing for you as well as others. And then you have the Son of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. So this is being vulnerable, you know? The vulnerability is more beautiful than strength sometimes, right? Because you have to be open and raw and share what the experiences you went through. So that's a beautiful thing, you know. This is finding beauty in those situations, you know. So that darkness does have some beauty. You've been through a lot. It like brings you to your knees sometimes, and this is shining the light on that, you know. Like those you know, those what are those glass mirrors like in churches, the painted glass, you know, how the light comes in and it just sparkles and lights up the whole room, right? That's how the light gets in, those cracks. All right. So, and then on the bottom, you have the Six of Cups. Yeah. So this could be a lot of stuff from your past, you know, but this is time to share this. It's time to put yourself out there because somebody needs to hear your message. Okay. You have a lot of wisdom and healing abilities to help others. Okay. And then let's see what your, animal come out, which is interesting because this is all about death and transformation. We have the vulture. Which can be scary, right? But it has a purpose, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and see what this vulture is about. I have to read the book for this, so let me find it. Is it going to be like the last one I find? Vulture, vulture, vulture. These don't have numbers on the page, like a reference with the numbers on the page. So I have to go through every single one. Oh, wait, maybe it's not that one. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I was in the wrong section. All right. See, they only have these like little symbols on the top that you got to find. So let's see what this is about. Oh, here it is. Vulture. And the vulture is actually, let's see which section it's in. It's in air. Air. So that logical way of thinking. So it has something to do with your thought process, the way you think about things. So you're looking at it, you have to look at this as a different perspective. Those traumas have taught you so much, and it has a lot of healing powers for others. Okay? All right. Your shadows. So this vulture says, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. Yeah. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. The intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. I love that. It is. Your tragedies and the things you have been through, Taurus, the wisdom you have gained, is a blessing in disguise. It's like, I'm not saying that I wanted that to happen to you, but it's time to use that as an advantage. This is your part of your purpose, to be out there helping others, going through the same similar things. All right? So we have when in balance, it clarifies, reveals wisdom, and when out of balance, it's dramatic and aggressive. And then to bring it into balance, clean your space and sage. Okay, so you might want to, like right now I got some sage going, might want to sage some energy, purify yourself, things like that. So that is your message, Taurus. So now we're going to go ahead and get into Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, your archetype card is the vow. And I thought that was interesting because the vow is kind of like things you say when you're getting married, right? Well, it's more than that, but you think of the vows like the wedding vows. And your card is the lovers. So I thought that was very interesting, like that connection with the connection, the polarity, the connections with others, choices, things like that, and it's the vow. But this is like a promise, an oath, a contract, right? That's what the vow is. So when the vow is spoken, it creates the air to shift, right? It creates karmic ties, and karmic ties are formed, and destiny kind of like switches. It switches, like turns on the axis of the destiny. So words and intentions have immense power. They do. They you know, the tricky part though is reciting the vow, no matter how casually, can activate this eternal unseen forces. So, you know, so promises that are said, promises that cannot be unsaid or forgotten, they have a long-lasting effect. So this is, you know, leaving in lingering complexities, messy karma, things like that. That's what it can leave. So this card is all about, you know, acknowledging how you are living this vow. You know, are you living it by unbroken promises? Are you keeping your word? What are you saying out there that you're putting out into the environment, into the collective, that is creating messy karma or all this negative power? Because it can't be taken back. So you have, something about that is right now being really important, a concept here. So either you have to commit to it, or you have to create a ritual that signifies closure. So there's something about that. So it's like, how are you, what are you putting out there? Like what are you saying to people? Are you breaking your promises? Are you following through with things? So you have been underestimating this power of your promises, basically. So how are you following through with that? How have you through your life? Has it created a lot of chaos in your life? This is about keeping your word. So when this is dark, it's about unconscious vows, unkept promises, and messy karma. And then when it's light, it's about bearing witness to how destiny flows. So this is about kind of like that golden rule, do unto others. But this is about definitely keeping your promises, keeping your word, what you're saying to other people, and what you're putting out into the universe. So that's something that you have to really pay attention to. So again, that's all about that. And I find that interesting that it is connected to that lovers, because you also have that, you know, the lovers, the connection with that is like that little devil and angel sitting on the shoulders, like right thing, wrong thing kind of energy. And you know, this is what you're putting out there in the universe, could be coming back to you as well. And you could be creating a lot of messy karma and, you know, broken hearts and different things like that. Mistrust. So you have to be careful with that, what you're putting out there. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and get into, and you know what else I find out is interesting? Look at this. The hands, it almost looks like a couple's hands, but the one is more forceful. It's like restricting. So it's not like really holding hands. It's more like, it is holding hands, but it's more in a forceful way. So yeah, like breaking that bonds of, you know, it's like the devil and the lovers card are, if you look at the cards, they're the same, but one is the couple is chained. So it's kind of like that balance in between, okay, Gemini? So be careful what you're putting out there in your words. And you do like to talk and you do like to socialize, but you have to be more aware of the promises and the things you are saying to people and following through. So let's go ahead and get you a couple tarot cards with this. So being more true to your word, okay, Gemini? That's what the message is coming out here. You know, just don't talk the talk. Yeah, be really clear what you're saying and follow it with action, all right? So let's go ahead and see what your tarot is. We have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Mother of Cups. Interesting. So, all right. So the Son of Cups is the Knight of Cups. This is like, you know, seeing the beauty in the world. It can be being charming, loving the beauty of things, wearing your heart on your sleeve. This also can be when it's in the negative form. It can be being a Casanova, being a player, telling people what they want to hear, but it isn't really true, just to get what you want. So this is a very interesting energy. Then we have the Mother of Cups reversed. So this is that negative side as well. This is more like that energy of, or shadowy side. I shouldn't say negative. Shadowy side. It's not coming from a place of compassion, not caring about how you make people feel and things like that. This is being open-hearted. This is telling you like to be open-hearted. Yeah, be vulnerable, but say what you mean. Don't tell people just empty promises here. Okay, Gemini? So now we're going to go ahead and get a spirit animal card for you. So this is basically, I feel like it's like that side of you, like you have the dual twin side, stepping more into the good twin kind of energy, the higher self twin, I should say. You know, yes, we all do have shadows, but if there's something where you're affecting other people and putting empty promises out there, it's time to stop doing that, you know, because it's long lasting and makes messy karma. And honestly, that's going to come back to you. So if you're wondering, like, if you're stuck in a place where you would rather be doing better, you're wondering why you keep having the same situations, it might be what promises and things you're making out there. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, we have the dolphin. Okay, so let me get this. You have this cute little dolphin who is very playful and friendly, very social. So let's see what this is about. It's water, so it's very interesting. You're getting a lot of water energy. So this is tapping more into your emotions, because you are a very logical sign. So this is tapping into your emotions and being compassionate to others. You know, how would you feel if someone told you something and didn't follow through, or you found out was a lie and they just were trying to manipulate you or get over on you, and they didn't really care about your feelings, you know? So let's see. Where is this little dolphin? He's playing hide and seek. There he is. Okay. All right, so the dolphin is innately intelligent. So that's that logical side, right? Healer and light blessings. Okay. So the gifts of the dolphin are beyond that our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and energy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact that make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. I love that it's on that wheel of karma. See? Yeah. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, it's an active healer, a strong spiritual practice. Out of balance, it underestimates its own power. So I really feel like that, you know, see the power of words, underestimating your own power. So it's like the choice of words and the promises that you're making, definitely big time. Okay, to bring into balance like-minded spirits. So, you know, I'm feeling like this is going to find like a mentor, somebody that you look up to, that you want to be like, and following those instead of maybe hanging around more lower vibrational situations or people. So that is your message, Gemini. So now we're going to go ahead and get into Cancer. So Cancer, your archetype message is the mystic. The mystic. And I can see that you're very open-hearted and sensitive, but you also have that mystery to you, because you can be very lighthearted and sympathetic for others, but sometimes you seem like you have that almost sadness about you in a way. So this mystic is like a seeker, a light worker, and a daydreamer. So it's often misunderstood, but it plays a very critical role in society. You know, you're very patient, you're very prudent, you're change makers. This is what the mystic is all about. So this is about you being willing to seek growth. You do have that inner desire, that flame to seek growth and help other people. So this is balancing that dark and light. So you have a way of balancing that darkness and light. So I kind of just think of that little crab, like he goes in the shell in that darkness, but then he comes out, you know. So mystics have a way of awakening that flame within. So they are very connected as well with, even though they're water signs, connected to that fire, because they have that within, they have that fire, that flame going, but they keep it hidden, you know. They are there for others, to help others, very empathetic, sensitive, but they keep that inner flame a little hidden. So when it's dark, this is seeking attention, and then when it's light, it is recovering from that darkness and being a visionary. So that's the energy from that. So the mystic, having a little mystery to you, but very much a healer, very much a light worker. So they're for other people, and you're not afraid to face that darkness or the sad times or things like that. So let's go ahead and get a couple tarot messages for you, Cancer. So I feel like as well is like opening up and sharing some of that with other people, you know, sharing that flame. And you do have the cardinal sign as your, what is that called? One of your elements is the cardinal sign. You are water, but you're a water cardinal sign. So that is being that leader. So this is taking charge of your life, being that leader to be able to share that darkness and light, having other people balance that energy. So let's go ahead. Mystic is, let's see what we have for this. We have the sun. Yeah, see, shining that light, like I said. You know, you're not afraid to go visit those shadows and that darkness, but you do have that inner light shining, that flame within. And this is something that you can help heal people, help people get motivated, and lead them on that path, being that mystic. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. See, this is that material world, the abundance. So this is bringing someone to their abundance by shining that inner light, that flame that you have within inside, and help them guide to be able to deal with their shadows, to show that your shadows aren't something to be ashamed of. It's something that's part of each of us that we have, and to deal with them and not hide them, and use them to their benefit. So I really feel like that's the energy here with you. And then on the bottom, let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's time to start planting seeds for that. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get an animal spirit. And I really feel like that's what it's saying here with this mystic, because you're okay, like, dealing with sometimes the hurt just to make other people happy. And that shows that you are very compassionate towards others, and almost like that mystic, because you're going through that suffering just so other people will feel healed and healthy and happy. So that's something to be proud of, But it's also about taking care of yourself and not dimming your light, okay? So let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is helping you through this situation currently. Oh, we have the crow. Love that. If I can pick it up. The crow. All right, so let's see what this crow's message is for you. Let's see if I can find the crow. Okay, here's the crow. All right, so Cancer, with this mystic is the crow, and it's spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. Yeah, see? Yeah, so I really do feel like there's this spiritual strength within you to be able to go through sometimes that suffering, to make other people feel better, and to make them more content and happy, and to heal them. So the crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for the seeing of the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should be only tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, it's psychic and strong and clear. When it's out of balance, it's ungrounded, hypersensitive, and to bring it to balance, daily meditation practice. So that might be really beneficial to you right now, especially to be able to, continue that balance. Because I feel like sometimes, Cancer, when you get into a dark space, you're really dark. But you also have that vibrancy and that light. So it's kind of balancing out that energy and be able to utilize that shadow energy as well as the light, like interchangeably, almost like that yin-yang where it's mixed together and balanced out. Okay, so some daily meditation might help you with that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into Leo. So Leo, you have the Bardo, and I love this one because this is the Bardo is known as the place between this life and the next. It's that in between, that space in between. So, you know, envisioning this mysterious place can create more space for you. And if it's, as it allows us to rise up about the concerns of the world. So I love that. It's like being in that 5D energy, or the cosmic, or where we go when we pass. You know, that you always hear that it's like all love and unconditional, no judgment. So this is the Bardo. We have the potential to forgive the unforgivable, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, and to let go of everything, you know, to just be at peace. So I love this energy for you. So this thing about this, the things that cause pain, you don't have that anymore. You like have all this forgiveness and peace. So I love this energy for you. This is that, I really feel like this is your strength, because Leos are very strong and they're very open-hearted people, very caring, you know. So I love that energy. So recognizing to this card is recognizing what needs to be resolved. So finally coming to that place of peace, forgiveness, no judgment, letting go of things that have been hard in our life now. You know, sometimes we hold on to things, we can't forget past things, we relive the same moments. This is coming to that inner peace. So I love this energy for you. So when this is dark, it's like torment and dislocation. And then when it's light, it's grace, forgiveness, and truth. So that is a very good energy for you. I love that. I love that energy. So I really feel like you know, you have this to your core, but also maybe with the eclipses and different things that have come up, it has shed some of those layers that you build up being on the planet here and experiencing the life as a human. So you're kind of unveiling that and getting to that. So I love that energy. So let's go ahead and get a few tarot cards. I have the animal ones. Let's get a few tarot cards just to get a little bit of clarity and see where it's coming from. You know, and it's very interesting because I have a friend that I used to work with, and she was a Leo, and she went through a lot of trauma through her life when she was younger. And she was always anxious, and she always had that good heart, but she was always anxious, and she was very confrontational to some people about injustices and things like that, kind of like an Aries. But over the past few years, she's like shed some weight. She's really comfortable with herself. She's very showing more of her open-heartedness, forgiveness, things like that. So I love that. She's more at peace, and I love that. So let's see what's coming up with these tarot cards. Okay, we have the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. See, that brings in that groundedness, that stability, that practicality, understanding things. And then we have the Judgment. Yeah, see? This is like a deep revelation, like a deep soul dive into who you really are as a soul, you know, knowing that we are humans in, a spirit in a human body and not the human in the spirit body. You're coming to this realization that there's more to life than just this petty stuff, and you know, everybody's worthy, and I love this energy for you. So let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is coming out for you. Help you with this clarity and help you get through this energy and guiding the way. Let's see. Oh, we have the eagle. Yeah, see? The eagle flies above the storm, so I love that energy. So let's go ahead and read this eagle. See if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it might be air energy, but we're going to see. If I can find it. Yeah, they're all like flying insects and things. So let's see if it is what it is. It is air. See, yeah, so you can see and come into that clarity in your mind. So let's see if we can find this eagle, if I can get to him. There he is, last one. All right. All-pervading power. Truth seeker. Transforms karma. Yeah, see? Letting go of all that karma, you know, releasing it, forgiveness, seeing the unseen, all that stuff. So this says, the noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. The great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll be soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The ego pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. Love that. Yes. So this says, when in balance, bright, radiant, and challenges. When out of balance, it's controlling. And to bring it to balance, step into the unknown. Yeah, yes, definitely. Yes, so I really feel like the unknown, see, the unseen, the unheard, the unloved, all that stuff, you're coming to that realization, right? So I do really feel like this is a big transformation for you. And as you see, all these skulls around, and then this eye, like that's the universe, the cosmic, right? So I love that energy for you, Leo. So now we're going to go ahead and get into Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, you have the riddle, which is, I thought it was kind of interesting for you guys because you're very analytical, but it's very interesting that that's what's coming up for you guys. So this is like a puzzle, a question, a mystery. That's what the riddle is, right? So this is saying, you know, to like stop searching for an answer, or the right answer anyway, because some things are just unknown. We're not going to figure them out. It's just not to be known. And it's not going to be found. So it's not important right now. So thinking too small about a situation or trying to figure something out isn't going to work right now. It's time to let that go and just let it remain a mystery. That's the reality. Some things are just not known. So this appears when the energy is deep and mysterious. So there's something that's deep and mysterious that you're just not going to figure out. And it's going to come out and give you a lot of revelation and a lot of wisdom. But you have to allow time and surrender to allow it to come through, you know, and maybe a little bit of humor. You will have to use some humor for that. But you will be learning a deep lesson from this riddle. But right now, you got to let it go. You know, get comfortable with not knowing. You know, that's what it is. So this energy here, when it is dark, it can be manipulative, deceptive, and trickery. And then when it's light, it's like an aha moment, right? And awakening. So awakening to something. So, you know, life is a mystery. We don't always know all the answers. So it's getting comfortable with that. And you're a very logical mind and like to analyze everything. But sometimes we just can't analyze nothing out of a situation. We just got to let it go. So that is what this energy is for you. I don't know why I'm putting it over there. We're going to go ahead and get a couple tarot for this. Okay, so Virgo, it's about stop analyzing everything. There's some answers you're just not going to find out. All right, it's just the mystery of the world until it wants to be revealed. So, you know, time and surrender are your allies right now. So let's see what else is coming up with us. Let's get some tarot and clarify this for you. See, we have the Ace of Cups. Yep, this is all about self-love, and then we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Cups, and this is a very spiritual card right here. This is stability, this is celebration. Ace of Cups, just practice some self-love, come from that place of compassion and understanding, and allow the spirit and universe to work through you, and just realize that things are just not always known. You know, it's a mystery of the world, it's a mystery of spirit, it's of the universe, and you know, when the time's right, it will come in. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is working with you at this time. What spirit animal is helping you through this situation, or giving you clarity on it, or bringing something to light, helping you with this riddle energy? Okay. We have the Cobra. Nice. Talk about a mystery animal, right? Cobra. So let me get my guidebook here. All right. Cobra. I can find it. Okay. So this is a fire energy, is the Cobra. So let's see if we can find him in here. Cobra, here we go. All right, so this Cobra is all about pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. Yes, pausing, waiting, surrender, right? The Cobra represents a teacher of spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches over ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in the special guides we've led up along our path. What would it feel like to be the student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So yes, definitely about timing again, right? There's a lesson coming in, a great deal of wisdom coming in, but you have to be patient and stop trying to analyze it, okay? It's just one of the mysteries of the universe. So when in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all and egocentric. And to bring it into balance, taking a class and study. So there could be some wisdom to learn by taking a class or study. Get your head out of that analyzing and learn something new, and just allow it to flow in when it's ready, okay? And sometimes we never know, but you just got to get comfortable with that, all right? So that is your message, Virgo. Now we're going to move into Libra. Okay, so Libra, you have the thread. So as you see, this thread is connected to the cosmos. So, this is all about, like, life can be very chaotic. It can be a tangled up mess, and we can lose our way. And we can grapple with, like, the meaning of life. Like, why are we even here? What's going on, So this is like that thread. Something can remind us. It could be a conversation we have with somebody, a memory, a lyric to a song, anything. And it can pull that little thread, like tug at it, and we can feel that, and then we feel reconnected. We feel more alive again, like we have purpose. So this is that, knowing that we have that connection to spirit, to the universe, that we are more than just this human body. So I feel like a lot of you might have felt lost and maybe not had purpose for a while, and like we all do, we all go through that. But this is saying that, you have that connection, and you're feeling it now. You're feeling that little tug. So this is tapping into the core of who we are and why we're here. So I love that. That's a good energy. So if you're in the dark of this, it's like binding and frustrating and lost. And then when it's light, it's like gives meaning through the chaos. The purpose of life. The purpose of why you're here, where you came from, all that. So I love that energy for you. So now we're going to go ahead and get a couple tarot cards for you. So I really feel like this is guiding you home, like tugging on that thread for you. Get some tarot cards to clarify this thread for Libra, please. Let's see what's coming up with this. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is that independent energy. So I feel like maybe you went on a solo journey for a while, are really doing some really contemplating. And then we have the Moon. So the things that are unhidden, letting go of those fears. It's reversed, the Moon reversed. So letting go of those fears and realizing that you are more than just this human body, that you do have purpose. There is more to life than the chaos and craziness of the world. So feeling that deep connection with whatever your higher power is, the universe, feeling that connection, being guided back home, like having that tug where we can just grab that rope and be led back home. So let's go ahead and see what the spirit animal is coming up. And this is also about knowing, deep knowing, like that intuition. So let's see what spirit animal is guiding you on this thread energy. What spirit animal is helping you through this, guiding you with this, connected to you. Oh, we have the Panther. One of the other signs had this. I think it might have been Aries. So very nice energy there. Let's see, Panther. Oops, I got the wrong book. Panther. Okay. Panther is the fire energy, and we're going to find it here. If I can find it. Where is it? It's going to be like the last one I come up with here. So anyway, this is like that energy of being connected, feeling like you're connected, that you're connected to your purpose, you're here for a reason, feeling alive again, that life has meaning. Why am I not finding this Panther? It's like not wanting me to find it. Am I on the right one? Elephant, lion. Let me see. I'm sorry, I just am not finding this. It's so weird. There we go, finally. Jesus. Like, yeah, see, like lost and you're like searching. So I really feel like there's this searching energy that, you know, maybe you haven't come to that conclusion yet, like you've gotten that nudge, but you will. And realize that you are connected always. So this Panther is annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes us all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us forward for our fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels like devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, it's brave and productive. When out of balance, it's self-destructive. And to bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. So see, I feel like that's that chaos and clutter and distractions that keep you from your connection with your higher self, towards your intuition, to the universe, to spirit, whatever you believe in, your higher power. It's like all those distractions have kept you disconnected from that. But there's a little nudge in this Panther energy or whatever, like you've heard, a lyric, a conversation, that has led you back to that knowing that you are always connected. So I love that energy for you. All right, Libra, so now we are going to go ahead and get into Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, you have the eternal child. So this is connected to the ageless, infinite aspects of life, okay? So this seeks joy, radiant, and fearless. And it wants to return to that free, non-restricted, no physical limitations, no rules kind of energy. So this actually card is very prevalent in the celebrity realm, where they want to always appear like they're youthful and young, and they don't want to age. So, you know, they don't want those physical limitations, and they don't want their body to age. You know, they want to drink from that fountain of youth. So that's what this card is all about. This reminds us what is possible and magical in life, you know. So it does have good aspects to it, but you have to be careful about the dark side of it. So because it can be like this live hard, die young kind of energy, or better to burn out than fade away kind of energy, you know. So, you know, like if you think about some of those celebrities, like there was that 27 Club with the musicians where they like really lived hard and they ended up paying the price for it, right? So because this card is all about when life is not going so well, so satiated, it's very easy to get into all kinds of addictions. So be very careful, because they'll seek out spirits in another form to boost that feeling of that playfulness, that youth, that energetic, like, yeah, die hard living, you know, kind of. So be cautious with that, because that is the dark side. The dark is addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. But then the light side is joyful, playful, and accepts all magic. So, you know, there's a good to have that balance. So there could be something right now that you're going through, trying to figure out about, you know, maybe aging, or not having those restrictions, having that freedom of being like childlike again, having that youthful appearance, being young again. So there might be some energy around that. So be very cautious, you know, with that energy. Don't let it slip too far in the dark where you are slipping into the dark side of this card. Okay, so this is that eternal child. All right. You know, and I've met quite a few people that don't want to age. They're not so much into their looks, but they are still drinking a lot, and they just want to go to rock concerts, and it's like that Peter Pan syndrome kind of energy. So that could be one of the sides of it. So let's go ahead and see. But, you know, for you guys in your light, you know, you are more in that magic of life, very accepting, joyful, playful. So that's a good energy to have, but it has to be that balanced energy. Let's get a couple tarot cards for you on this eternal child. Okay, so what wants to come out for this eternal child for Scorpio? Yeah, see, there's a lot of anxiety and worry. So if you like are worried about aging, really, you know, really try to heal that energy. I mean, we all get older. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to get older, but you know, it's another chapter of your life, right? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is an imbalance here. So there could be some imbalance about the aging process or staying young, living your best life. You could still have a great life when you're older, and actually have a wisdom too. So, you know, this might be some kind of type of immaturity, responsibility, things like that. So you might have to take a look at that. But the good way is, it's always good to be young at heart, but it's just you also have to maintain that responsibility and accept that you're aging, right? So let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is coming up to help assist with this or guide you through this energy. I want to see what the bottom tarot is too. Mother of Wands. Yeah, so see, this is somebody that doesn't care what people think. They're going to live their best life. They're confident in who they are. So that's a good energy to be in, no matter what age. And I can sit here and tell you that, yeah, sometimes I've gotten upset about that. You know, like, ooh, I'm not as young as I used to be. And not more so that I wish I would have known then what I know now. But that's just wisdom and part of life, right? You can still live your best life. You can still live your best life, right? So let's go ahead and see what this card is. All right. We have the hyena. Okay, so let's see what this hyena is about. If I can find him. Where's the hyena? Here he is. Okay, let's see what this hyena is about. It's humor, wit, and sarcasm. Yeah, so I'm really feeling like being lighthearted, having that humor part of the eternal child. You know, you can still have humor and have fun when you're aging. You know, you still can live a full life, right? So the hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships, or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, charming, witty, fun to be around, and when out of balance, it's scabby, petty, and suspicious. To bring into balance, sobriety. Okay, so there might be a definite message here about someone that has an addiction, and it's time to face that and take responsibility for that. For somebody out there, I'm not saying all you Scorpios, but there's some underlying that, you know, you have to grow up sometimes and let go of that. And I feel like somebody out there might be still partying because that's all they did, and maybe they were popular at the time and they can't let that go because time moves on and things change. It's time to find your new group, somewhere new where you align with, that is for your higher self and for your betterment, because this path is, you know, destructive for you. So it's time to realize that for somebody out there. But this is all about, you know, gaining that maturity and wisdom and still being able to be fun loving, even with the limitations of physical or the looks changing or things like that. That's very interesting energy. But okay, so let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, you have the ocean, which is beautiful. And I'm trying to think what that, like, that's the ocean and that's the cosmos. But the ocean is very powerful, right? It's very mysterious. It's very deep. So it represents the unconscious. And even though it's so powerful, it still inspires us. It still mystifies us. It still draws us and calls us to it. It's very invigorating. So when this energy of this card comes up, of the ocean, it's regarding a really big change coming to you. A very big change of a great extent. And it means that you must let go and dissolve the ego, because this change is going to be very life-changing. And, you know, life is always changing, but this is going to be a profound change. So, so it's time to drop part of those fears that you're carrying around, because this is what's coming up for you. It's to know the secrets of life and all that deep energy from our human experience. It's like the whole depth of that. You know, the ocean is water, so it's very emotional, and it's very deep emotions. So all that's going to come to some realization where it's going to do a profound change on you. All right. So when it's dark, it's like you're polluted, you're drowned, right? And very unpredictable. The ocean can be very unpredictable. And then when it's light, it's big dreams, very deep, mastering emotions, things like that. So that's what your energy is, Sagittarius. So now we're going to go ahead and get a few tarot cards for this ocean. So there's going to be some deep revelation, It's going to be some deep diving into your emotions. It's going to bring up a lot of information. It's going to be very profound. All right, so let's go ahead. See what's coming up for you for the tarot with this ocean and Sagittarius. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, see? It's going to reach down to your soul. It's going to... And Son of Wands, yeah. So now we have the Knight of Wands and High Priestess. So this is about taking action, and it's going to cause this change where you are going to be taking action pretty quickly and stepping into your higher self, expanding, big transformation for you coming in. And it's involving the emotions here. So let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is assisting with this or guiding you in this direction. Let's see. And just like the ocean, you know, deep diving into our emotions can be a very scary thing, just like that ocean. It's vast. It's deep. You have the cheetah. The cheetah. So that's fast acting energy right there, right? All right, let's read this cheetah. See if I can find the cheetah. The cheetah is fire energy. Let's see if we can find this cheetah. There it is. Okay. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside that great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others. They are naturally attracted to an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. So I really feel like that's why they were like having this deep dive in this ocean. You're going to find out the real reason. Like something emotionally may be holding you back, or you might not want to be vulnerable with it. And this is going to really touch deep and make a big transformation for you. And I really feel like you're going to be shining your light much brighter when you evolve from this deep dive into the ocean. So let's see. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, it's impatient and competitive. And to bring into balance, reconnect to purpose. Yeah, so it's going to really be bringing in some reconnection with purpose, because you're going to do a deep dive, which is going to cause a lot of change. And it could be definitely an emotional experience or something about your emotions. Okay, Sagittarius, so now we're going to go ahead and get into Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, so you have the vessel. So the vessels are containers. They hold things, right? And the most important container we have, or most important vessel, is our body. So I really feel like there's an emphasis about taking care of your body, or something to do with your body, all right? And healing cannot be sustained without a strong container. So there's something that you have to adjust or take care of, or get back on track with this, okay? So it's time to assess what is being held together. Is it too tight? Is it too loose? Is it broken? Does it need repair? So there's something that you really need to figure out about this, okay? So something needs your attention with this, okay? So there's something about your body that needs healing, or there's something that's broken, or it could be your health or something like that. There's something that really needs your attention with this vessel, okay? So I feel like maybe you hold things back too much and it's stressing you out, and it's affecting your health at this point, but there's something to do with that. And the dark energy is being trapped or stuck like that. What energy is that where he feels trapped? Eight of Swords. It's kind of like that energy. Feeling trapped, restricted, and stuck in a bubble kind of energy. And then when it's light, it's stable and strong. So that's where we have to get to. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards with this. Let's see if we can gain a little clarity from this vessel. What's going on with Capricorn in this vessel? And I do feel like you might be, very stressed out also, and it might cause you to eat differently or anything like that. That's why, like before, when I would do all those 4 elements about keeping everything balanced, it's very important, okay? So let's see what else is coming up. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be some clarity here. Something's going to give, and it could, unfortunately, it could be like a medical issue that you might have come up. or something like that. So there's something coming up to something coming to clarity to make you focus on this vessel energy. And let's see what else. The Magician. Yeah, see, this is manifesting something here. So whatever we think and put out into the universe is going to return to us. So of course we have to take care of our body and our physical being and our mental health and our spiritual health and all that to be able to manifest. So there's something here about, it could be blocking your manifestation. You do have all the tools you need, but there's something with this vessel energy that's holding you back here. All right, so let's go ahead and get a spirit, and let's see what's on the bottom first. We have the Son of Wands, so this is the Knight of Wands. So there's something that you really need to take action with this. Something that needs to change or you need to work on. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up with the spirit animal. That's going to help assist you or guide you or get you to this clarity, healing, whatever it is. Let's see. Ooh, okay, well we have the Wolf. It came out. The rest of them didn't come out. So the Wolf. Love that energy. The Wolf. This wolf is kind of like a loner, so I kind of almost feel like you, because you are like kind of a lone wolf sometimes, Capricorn, you know, more introverted and things. So I feel like there's something to do with that. Let's go ahead and get the spirit animal book out and read this. The Wolf. This is an Earth, so it's just, this is the Earth card, so definitely your sign, Earth, Wolf, grounded, stubborn, practical. And also that like free spirit. Okay. Very loyal as well. So here's the Wolf card, and it says, guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. You know what? For a lot of you, I think you might be sacrificing your own health or vessel in order to be loyal and for others that you care about. So let's see what else it's saying. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following, embrace all, exclude none. So it could be something to do with that. It could be about like maybe some of your little cubs are leaving the pack or not following suit with you, and it could be causing you a lot of stress. It's going to resonate differently for all of you, but there's definitely some energy around the vessel that you are in, okay? Because like I said, that's the most important vessel at all, because it is our vessel from the first breath we take to the last one we take. So it's something that we need to cherish and take care of. So when it's in balance, it's reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, it's judgmental and dominating. And to bring it to balance, it's practice letting go. So there's something here about letting go of something, whether that's unhealthy food, an addiction, expectations from other people, anything like that. Whatever it is, it's something that you need to let go of for your own health of your own vessel. So that is your energy. So now we are going to get into Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you have one of the clear-cut messages of the whole deck of the cards. You have the offering. So the offering is all about giving something or giving up something, okay? So there's a message here where you might be holding back on something, and it's time to sacrifice and give up. This is like the gift, the present, the sacrifice. So there's something that you need to let go of and to give, whether it's of service, time, something that you're holding on to tightly, an addiction, whatever it is. There's something that you need to give up or give. All right, so this is for the sake of the bigger picture, the better outcome, right? So if we are attached or hesitant to something, hesitant to give up something, we make excuses. So notice if you've been making excuses about something, and that's where you need to let go or give up or give to. All right, and it will lighten your load, definitely, once you do this. It might seem like impossible or really hard, but it will lighten your load further down the line. Okay, so when this is dark, it's giving, and giving with expectations, right? And keeping track of things. You know, we're keeping track of what we're doing for people and writing it. Like, I know people that wrote lists, like, I did this for this person. It's like, why are you holding that on? That's kind of crazy, but yeah. And then light, it's generosity, donations, and volunteering. So you might even want to do the volunteering of your time or energy, or donating some goods. It's like the holiday season, so it's a good time to do that. So there's something that you need to see where you're holding back of, maybe not being, you know, like that four pentacles, where it's like that stingy holding on to energy. It's time to give back or let something go from you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some tarot just to clarify this a little bit, or get a little more details of it. All right. Okay, so we have one popped out. Let's see what this is. All right, so we have the Six of Wands. See, it came out reversed, so it's holding you back from some kind of victory and success here, or recognition. So it's time to let that go so you can have the success coming in. And I really feel like it's an internal success. You'll feel much better and lighten the load of yourself. And because then we also have the Four of Cups, and this is missed opportunities. This is holding back. So there's something that you're holding back, that you're not giving up, whether it's your time, energy, something of value, something. There's something that's holding you back from your abundance, your success, you feeling at peace, because you need to be of service and let go of. Or it could be just some kind of pattern or behavior that's holding you back, or something like that that you need to give up. So let's go ahead and see what spirit animal is assisting you through this, helping you guide through this energy of the offering. Okay, oh, we have the oyster. Yeah, and you know, like, this is all closed off, but inside's that pearl. So you have some kind of really good treasure inside you that you need to give up to be able to receive the abundance and the peace of mind and things like that. So let's go ahead and see what this oyster means. But the message of this oyster is, okay, let me find it. I think this is water energy, but let me see. So if it's water energy, that would be your emotions, the cups energy. Yep, it's water. Yep. So let's go ahead and see. So yes, this is going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you. So it will definitely take a load off of you. Oyster, you have a lot to give, okay? All right. Patient secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts to their mind they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires. And life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it that you've been hesitant to share? How synchronistic. Yes, so you have a treasure to share there. The world is waiting to see. Yes, they need your gifts. Don't hold them back anymore. It's time to give. So when in balance, you feel blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, you feel reluctant, griping, and clams up. And to bring it to balance, share something. How perfect is that? Yes, there you go. It's time to give. Give back. Share your gifts, okay? So now we are going to get into, last but not least, we're going to get into Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Let me just get a drink. I got a horse there. Let's see what you have. You have, for your archetype, the heart. Yes. Isn't that beautiful? The heart. So this heart is like your throne. It's your home. It's center. So, you know, we're either in our heart or we're not. There's no in between, right? And a lot of us have closed that off. So it's time to think back to where something really touched your heart, you know? Let that ice melt around that heart and be vulnerable again. You know, is there anything more beautiful than the heart? I mean, it's all love and beauty and gentleness. So this card is encouraging you to move past the layers of life's chaos and enter this sacred place of the heart again. Okay? Let your guard down a little bit. You know, there's not any better place to be. And yes, it makes you set up to be hurt, but you're going to be hurt even if you are. I mean, you're hurting yourself by staying guarded, right? So it's time to open up that heart. Let the ice or whatever happened to it, if the chains fall away, whatever. This is the sacred place to be. This is home. So you have that beautiful heart space here. And this is, and I know you have a gentle heart, you have a loving heart, but this is for people that have maybe built up the layers, not trusting the world as it is, and being vulnerable again. And even those people that are hard to love sometimes need it the most, right? So this is coming from that place. So when it is light, it's expansive, gentle clarity. And when it's dark, it's fraught, betrayal, and tangled. So which one sounds better to you, right? See, so that's that energy. So, and I know you have a good heart, Pisces. It's this is coming through for like all the pains and hurts you've went through. It's time to remove all that, because you are a very healing person. I know the Pisces I know, well, most of them, unless they're in that dark, shadowy space. But the ones I've known have a really big heart and are so comfortable to be around. Of course, you know, like I said, there are those ones that are more in their shadow and ego. That's not, but let's go ahead and see what tarot comes up to clarify for you for this heart space. Okay, so we have justice. Yeah, see? That balanced energy. And we have the Ten of Cups. How beautiful. Yeah, see? This is all about fairness. You know, balanced energy. This is allowing anything that's happened, let the universe and spirit take care of that. And you just do you, and you spread the love and be from that heart space. And fill your own cup, okay? And this is that complete bliss, happiness, joy, all that. That's what you'll have. But you have to open your heart, because if we stay guarded, we stay a little bitter. You know, like kind of reminds me of Maleficent and the Grinch. They got hurt so bad, then everybody thought they were so mean, but it was like a protection. But really, at the bottom of it, they had a very beautiful heart, right? So that's what it is. There's some kind of energy with that. So let's go ahead and get your spirit animal that's helping you get through this heart energy. Any healing that's needed. Allowing that ice to melt around your heart. To forgive and move forward. To fill your own cup. Let's see what else is coming up for you. What animal is helping you through this energy? Let's see. What animal is helping you through this energy? Oh, we have the peacock. Yes, look at that. And I kind of feel like this is like the peacock can really show its like looks, but this is coming from deep within. That's going to be interesting to see what this peacock is saying. Let's see. Peacock. So the peacock is air energy, so that's that logical, mental space. So let's see if we can find that peacock for you. I'm sorry, these don't give you numbers, so I have to go through like all the air extra space. There it is. There's the peacock. All right, here we go. So inner beauty. See, yes, that's that heart space. Compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think that it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that its beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. The adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached that advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, it's confident and kind. When out of balance, it can't digest situations. And to bring into balance, meditation on navel. That's very interesting. I never heard of meditation on navel. Meditation on navel. That's your gut. I don't know. So that's something interesting. But there's some kind of saying like, you know, beauty is within. You know, the outer beauty is important too. I mean, it's good, but more so the beauty comes from within. A beautiful person comes from the beautiful heart. So it's not allowing all the pains and the and oppressions and all that stuff hold you back. So this is time to let go of that, the chains. And I keep feeling like this ice melting around your heart. It's time to do that. So any of those hardships you've been in, any betrayal or hurt you've experienced. It's time to let that go and not let that hold you back anymore. That was that person's problem, not yours, because you have a beautiful heart, and it needs to expand and be shared with the world. So that is your message. So this was really fun. It was really long. I don't even know how long, but it's been almost an hour and 20 minutes. But I do appreciate you guys coming. I hope you got some guidance or some benefit from these messages, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.